So this is how being hyper can either be the best thing that ever happened to you or the worst thing that has ever happened to you. So picture this. You're an extremely high energy person and you enjoy being a high energy person. You like to get excited, you like to get hyped, you like to shout, move around, flail your arms, make loud noises, be obnoxious, whatever. Like you just find that an enjoyable thing to do, and any socially acceptable outlet that lets you act that way without being made fun of just makes you happy. And the people that you surround yourself with that can share that energy with you very quickly become very, very close friends. And whatever activity you do together with those friends just becomes such strong core memories as part of your personality. Like if you're a high energy person and you have a find another high energy person with even remotely similar interests, you kind of just immediately click. You bond over whatever you're both the most excited about, and you go do that, and you go, I don't know, fucking commit arson or property damage or whatever. You cause chaos out in the world, happy as a clam, and the two of you just bouncing off of each other, and like almost like there's this like giant flaming ball of energy that you just keep rapidly volleyballing back and forth, and every time you pass it back it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you get exhausted and pass out. Like it's almost like how a tornado picks up more steam when it encounters more air pressure systems. It just conglomerates and explodes until it runs out of energy. And that is fun. Like if you are a high energy person and you meet another high energy person with common interests, it's the best friendship you'll ever had. You'll have some of the best experiences you'll ever have in your entire life. It's a wonderful time. And these people are generally very happy. But let's say you're a high energy person and you meet someone who's medium energy. Well, a medium energy person isn't going to get hyped for no reason. They're not going to go off on tangents with you. They're not going to stay up until 3 in the morning talking about how to invade Canada or whatever. They have a handful of things that will get them hyper. Even if they have a broad range of interests, only a select few are going to get them genuinely excited, right? So when you're a hyper person and your best friend or your friend group is medium energy, you very quickly pick up on what makes everybody excited, right? You want to be excited. So when you pick up on that, what this person or this group gets them excited, you find that, you target it, and you exploit it. And all those positive experiences of your best friend or your friend group getting hype, they build such positive memories, and whatever that person or that group is a fan of, you very quickly become a strong, passionate fan of yourself, even if initially you didn't care. Like, they could be passionate about fucking cricket. It doesn't matter. You will immediately become the world's most obsessed cricket fan because it's your socially acceptable outlet for getting hype. And usually this works out. Sometimes you might be really excited about other things, and they'll kind of look at you funny because why are you getting so hyper and, animated over, I don't know, Wendigos or whatever. They don't know what a Wendigo is and they don't care. Why are you getting hyper about this? So there's going to be those moments of tension because you're just hyper about something they don't care about. But for the most part, you can usually kind of vibe. The problem comes when like a really high energy person meets a really low energy person. They just don't click, right? Like some low energy people, they actively seek high energy people because they want to be high energy. They admire that energy, so they attach themselves to high energy, assertive people and sort of like not leech that energy, but sort of like share in it. They absorb it a little bit, and they themselves will elevate to medium energy. But a lot of the times, when you have a low energy person or mid to low energy person, someone with a lot of energy uh, exhibited about something you don't care about, and you don't really see what's so great about this thing, it gets very annoying very quickly. It gets infuriating. Like if you're just trying to mind your own business and like read a book, and one of your acquaintances is like, dude, I just found out about Scottish people don't wear underwear under their kilts. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Ah! You're just gonna be like, dude, who gives a shit? Why are you screaming about this at the top of your lungs? Can you not? Can you not? Like, I'm trying to read. Go away. You're being a pain in the ass. Even if that's like a brief one-off moment, there's only so many of those that can, encounter before it becomes almost like a hateful, angry relationship. But let's say you do have common interests, right? Well, if let's say the low energy person has like one thing out of their broad range of interests, they have one thing that gets them medium hype, right? Well, that high energy person sensing, oh wait, this is the thing that gets them hype, they're gonna zero in on that with like laser accuracy, find it and exploit it and try to extrapolate as much hype as possible from whatever that thing is. Could be fucking foosball. I don't know. The lower energy person is a casual fan of foosball, and in a foosball game, he'll occasionally get to like medium energy. Holy shit. The high energy person will do what they do. They target it. They're like, okay, foosball is where it's happening. It's where the fun's at. It's where the excitement's at. I'm just gonna go 200% investment, learn everything I can about foosball, get competitive at foosball, learn all the world championship foosball players because this is where the excitement is at, right? Right? And so then you come back to this low energy person who previously you were vibing with because you were both getting really into this foosball game. But then you just come at them with way too much energy, and they're like, I'm not really feeling foosball today. Come on, come on, come on, come on, foosball, foosball, foosball. And it it will sometimes kill the low energy person's passion for that thing because instead of being able to just relax and play a game of foosball, it now becomes associated with this person who won't shut the hell up about it and gets way too excited about it and just kills the vibe by being so frantic about it and annoying about it. Like, can you not just relax for 5 minutes? I'm trying to enjoy myself and unwind, and you were just freaking out for no reason. Could you not? I'm trying to unwind here. If that low energy person doesn't aspire to be a higher level of energy, they just immediately butt heads with those high energy people in an initially friendly gesture of getting into whatever they're into, just torpedoes not just that relationship, but also their interest into something they used to enjoy. So it's this mutually destructive relationship. When that happens, the high energy person sees, oh, like they have, eventually that low energy person is going to snap and shout and be angry and tell that low energy person, like, could you not freak out? It is not okay to be this animated over something this small. Shut up, chill out, you're being annoying, nobody likes you, you behave like a madman, stop it. Go away, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You've ruined foosball for me forever. Go away. Well, that high energy person who was previously so amped about this thing is going to be crushed. When you're a high energy person, when you're a very excitable, very happy person, those highs are so high that when that low energy person torpedoes your happiness, torpedoes your joy, torpedoes your hype, you don't just fall down to low like a low energy person would and chill the fuck out. You crash land. You hit the ground floor like a meteor. You create a crater of depression and self hate and anxiety. And there is a finite number of times that that can happen before it kind of fucks with you mentally long term. You become paranoid. Like, oh, am I being annoying? Am I being too much? Let me constantly ask if I'm being annoying, but not actually stop being annoying because this state of hype is what I live in. I can't I can't stop being this way, but so instead of changing, I'm just going to constantly be anxious about this behavior that I can't change. So I'm just going to be miserable all the time. And then when they finally find someone who's medium energy, who doesn't find them annoying, their self-doubt and constant need for reassurance that they're not being annoying will become more annoying than their original hyper energy, and then torpedo that friendship again because of their own self-doubt and their constant need for reassurance that then gets annoying. And then after torpedoing multiple friendships over who they are, You can't be a high energy person and be depressed. It doesn't work. If you're already a low energy person and you become depressed, it's not good, but you can kind of become numb. You can kind of turn off your senses. You can kind of tune out the world and just sort of surround yourself with comfortable things and vibe. It's not good. It's not healthy, but it's not the same as when a high energy person is depressed because you're not just sad, you're sad with energy. You know what I'm saying? If you're sad with energy, you do drastic, stupid shit to try and cope with all this energy because your sadness isn't just sadness. Your sadness is has got fire behind it. And you just so badly want to make this feeling go away because it's weighing you down like this 100-pound lead weight in your gut that you can't get rid of. You do drastic, stupid things to make this pit in your stomach go away. But once you get to that point, once you're so damaged by torpedoing your relationships, by just being too you, it takes so much therapy. And even if you never go to therapy, you at the very least need like a relationship or a friendship or someone in your life who can kind of grab this tangled hornet's nest of emotion and just sort of unpack it over years. When someone who's so passionate gets gets dragged down to the bottom, you know, they break bones on the way down. You got to be put back together like fucking Humpty Dumpty. And you just become this hot mess of a person. And you either just live like that or you're lucky enough to find someone who can meet you at your level and put you back together. And that's really not fair to that other person. It's nobody's job to put you back together except for your therapist. But if you don't have access to therapy, then it becomes someone's job. And then you realize that you're burdening this other person with your problems, and it makes you feel guilty. And when you feel guilty for seeking help because you become aware that for the third time in a row, you're being a burden to someone else, where do you go from that? What do you do when consistently in every relationship you've ever had, it goes to hell and it's your fault? All because you can't just turn off. Because you can't just chill the fuck out for 5 minutes and relax. You don't know what relaxing is. Relaxing is what happens after you've spent all of your energy in a positive way and now you're out of energy. Then you can relax now that you've expended this energy in a healthy way. But if you don't get to do that, I know so many people who are just in this state of every moment being a waking hell, every moment they feel like a burden, every moment there's anxiety and self doubt and self hatred, and it never goes away, and there's nothing I can do for them. Because no amount of reassurance can put these people back together after they have repeatedly ruined their own lives just by being themselves. What do you do for these people once they've torpedoed themselves into the ground over and over and over again and ruined themselves? What do you do at that point? And I guess that's the whole point of the video is like, what do you do if just being yourself is the root of all of your problems? How do you help someone recover without sacrificing your own sanity in the process and still taking care of yourself and worrying about your issues, your own self-care, your own mental health? I don't have the answers. And the shittiest part is, all of it could have been avoided by mere chance if they had just, from the very beginning, ran into people that they vibed with and could match their energy and could match their passion. By pure chance, this whole thing could have been avoided. And I would really like it if someone who knows more about people than I do would just tell me what to do. Seeing someone destroy themselves and then blame themselves for destroying themselves is hard to watch. And that's all I wanted to say.